lot of people don't know that that testosterone will make your blood thicker too, because the red blood cell count goes up, and then it becomes too thick, and then you get a heart attack. Like that might be what happened with this guy.
Don't forget, your heart's a muscle.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
big.
You know, when we used to give Louie Spicolli the talk, you know, come Louie, you got to chill on these somas, bro. Like this, you know, you're eating like way too many, and he'd always, I got it control, I got it control.
Right.
His defense was he told us that the doctor told him that since the heart is a involuntary muscle that works on its own, that he was safe because soma is only relaxed your voluntary muscles that you control. And so he was saying, now my heart's safe. And obviously, you know, he felt a little too comfortable.
He was wrong. Yeah.
Jeez.
You guys were pretty close, right? You and Louie?
Yeah, pretty close. He was the closest person that had ever died to me at that time. And I was like so young and immature and not prepared for it. It really, you know, it really broke me down. I mean, I'd lost like at least one, if not a couple grandparents, but I would only see them a couple times a year. This guy, you know, he's in my life every day right now. Currently, I'm, you know, hanging out with him in California when I'm there. And, and he was in the clique, the Sabu clique. And so, yeah, it really hit me hard. And I thought that that was not good news for me because I was also eating a lot of somas at the same time. Louie, myself, Sabu, in that order. Louie was the worst. Sabu was in the middle. I took way less. But I thought when Louie died, like I had no idea that could happen. I was so stupid, ignorant to the fact that they were that dangerous.
Right.
And then when that happened, I was like, oh my God. And I was like, what did I do? I got myself addicted to them because I'm eating like 30 a day or something. And it's like, oh my God, I'm going to have to go to rehab. You know, like, oh my God, I can't believe I did this. I've always been so anti-drugs. And I called my dad, and I remember talking to him. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Dad, I got myself hooked on these drugs. So I was just doing it for fun, but I do it all the time now. And now, you know, I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to stop. And he was like, have you tried to stop? And I was like, no. Like, can people do that? Because people hype up the addiction so much that it's like I didn't even know that was an option. I mean, when you're taking this every day and shit, I mean, don't you get hooked on it? And
Right.
Not necessarily. He said, if you don't want to do it, try to stop. You know, you might be worried about nothing. And he was exactly right. And I always like to get that message out. I think said it on your show, Rene, recently. But it's an important message to get out. I'm not trying to downplay addiction, but I am saying, you know, that you might have a lot more strength inside you than you ever even give yourself credit for, because it's easier to just go with the flow and say, no. You know, I don't want to try that. So usually believe the hype. I don't believe the hype. I need a little more info.